This is your weekly trip to Paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance, Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Veterans Help Foundation, Relief Windows, Experience, Quality, Service, Catering Cajun, creative catering from casual to corporate. Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience. Murphy Law Firm, don't be a victim twice. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are again. Superior Bait and Tackle on Seagan Lane, and I got my buddy from Star and CCA. What's all your titles you got, Raz?
I am the Director of Development and Star Tournament Director, so otherwise hired help. But we work a lot of hard days and a lot of long nights, but hopefully I'm going to try some of those new baits this week.
I tell you what, I think you've already been out. That's one reason here. You got a lot of fishing reports for us.
I was lucky enough to go to Leeville last week with the Marsh Rat, Captain Chad Billiot, be in Pointe-aux-Chenes this week. So this is the time we get to kind of go out and have some fun.
And it's duck season coming up too. I know you like to do a little of that.
It is time to hide.
You're a bigger deer hunter though.
I am. It is time to hide in the woods for sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can tell us what's coming up in CCA too.
We can do it.
But we had a busy week again. Made a trip. It's the first time I've ever been there. For 30 years they've been doing it. Bear Creek Hunting Club out in Livingston. 100 and something kids. They take them, put them in the stands, hunt them, feed them, play games. And I was going to try to make the whole day, but I couldn't because that was last week, and I left there to go look up on the high school tournament in Manchac. So it was a very busy week. We got a lot of things coming. I also made 2 trips to Lafitte with Tofield Bourgeois and his captains. And
how'd you get to go there twice in a week?
Well, the people Tofield is always, don't make me start again. You had me good. I was going good. Tofield does so many times he donates trips for these charities. It's
true.
And we had 2 big charities they did. One was Sister Dosey Mission, and then the one before that was Child Advocacy. He is always, and him and his crew are always donating trips for charity. I know they do it for y'all too, yep. CCA. And we're going to cover one of them today. We got a lot of news. We got a tournament report, and definitely got a fishing report. And even got a little squirrel hunt.
Okay.
Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana. Voted Best of Louisiana Outdoors 3 years in a row.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at O'Lynn's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. O'Lynn's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
Well, the reason why I would recommend him because he's trustworthy. I mean, attention and love and respect of who you are, what you are, and the purpose why you came, he honors that. Once you're with Murphy, you got a friend.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana, 2018 Bear Creek Youth Hunt at Bear Creek Hunting Club.
Yes, sir.
Ben Pierce and Shannon Pierce, y'all got me out here. I'm so glad. They got a lot of people still sleeping, but I see people getting in four-wheelers going hunting. This thing's been going on a long time. This club been in existence over 30-something years, you was telling me.
Yes, sir.
And I can't believe he told me something. You back up. He said he got almost 100 kids out here today?
We registered over 80 yesterday afternoon, and it didn't get started yet. So as you can see this morning, we're going to get rocking and rolling. We'll get y'all out in some stands, and them kids are going to come in and register.
You've been talking to me now for months since we met up on Highway 90, but I want to know one thing. What's some of the events you got? I know you got a safety course and you got a bunch.
We got a safety course we're going to do. We do a BB gun shoot. We do a chicken chase. Nothing you ain't never seen. Them kids go nuts chasing chicken.
I've seen a chicken drop before now, but
we do a chicken drop. We got a little rifle going on. We got a few events. It's a fun-filled day for them kids.
We chasing chickens. We're gonna think it's Mardi Gras again, huh?
Yeah, you think we're my move with us.
Now, y'all stay tuned more. We're gonna bring y'all a lot more. My first year here, and if you make a lot of fun, it won't be my last time. Big question: food. What kind of food we got?
What kind of food?
We're gonna have some gratons. We're gonna have some jambalaya. We're gonna have a couple, probably 5 hogs. We're gonna roast. We got hot dogs, hamburgers. You name it, we're gonna have it here. We're gonna have some.
You ain't named nothing I don't like.
Got some dirty rice, and the list goes on.
Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana from the Bear Creek Hunt Club. Is this considered a dog, but it's in Livingston Parish, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Stay tuned for more. Paradise, Louisiana.
We've been hunting here for about 3 years now. If he kills a deer today, it's going to be his 3rd deer kill. He killed one with this right here, and he killed one in Texas with the walls. We had a hunt in Texas with the walls from Baton Rouge. They had brought him on a hunt, and that scope was with an iPad and a button to push the trigger. The gun was in a vise. So I came up with a route for him to still hold a gun and built to shoot.
Well, how old is Ryan?
Ryan's 15. Tell him how old you are, Ryan.
15.
Turn this light off, huh? There you go.
All right.
That's right. That's good. This one here is scratching. And 3 turkeys.
Oh, okay.
Come back in March. We want a deer. You like this hunt?
Yeah.
What you like the most about it?
It's a fun.
Just being in the stand, huh?
Yeah. You was a president of Louisiana. You was it.
Oh, look, we got a couple of them hanging.
I was hunting with my dad. Seen her walking through the woods and seen the first one pass. Didn't see it. And the yearling crossed the lane, and this one stepped out, and I shot it.
I was with my dad, and it was boring. And I saw a deer, so I shot it, and then it got dead.
All right. I'll tell you what, is this your first deer?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's going to get a good shot with that. There you go.
See it, my papa saw it. I think it was like a buck or something. It had a little bit of horns.
Why didn't you kill it?
Said, I could not see it.
Yeah, well, y'all did see one. Okay, well, it's fun. Now y'all gonna have some more fun. Be careful.
We're going back this evening too. Hopefully we'll have better luck.
All right, well, be careful. Just my hunting buddy this morning, he said I black clouded him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Look here. The more hunters, come in. We're gonna get all these. We're gonna get all these boudreaux in here.
So your names?
What's your name? What's your name?
Presley.
Say it loud.
Presley.
The name is Randy.
Yeah, you go. That's it. Take care of them. That's pretty. That's good.
Hey.
You got your name on it, look.
Boy, man, whoa. Hey, what kind of gun you got? A black gun? Check it out. Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
How about if you had your own gun? Hey! Oh, yo, duck, everybody get down.
Y'all get down.
Everybody's on good for when you go ready to go hunt.
Get in, Murray. Get in.
Put your head into it. Uh-oh, he ain't got the pink gun with it.
Doing 2 shots?
Yeah.
2 shots. Yeah, one more.
Cool. What's that come about? Advertisements for Honda.
Wait, that stand over there?
He was in 3 over here.
Oh, yeah. Looks like them squirrel dogs are hunting behind.
That's what he is. That's what he is, a squirrel dog.
Huh?
Wyatt, come see.
Casey Rodas.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about this dog. What's his name first?
His name is Sig, and he is a mountain fight. He's from North Mississippi. We bought him from a fella 2 years ago. We threw him out last year, this day last year, the first day of hunting season for youth hunting. That's where he found his first one for a young man last year. And
So he told me he got a good record. He got
he's five, I think 5 out of 7 so far. We didn't find 2.
Yeah, this is going.
Here. See.
Here.
Here.
What's that saying?
Here. Here.
Found 1 spot of blood on a piece of leaf. There you go. There you go. That'll go. That'll go now.
Go. Find out now.
You know what you're after now.
Good
That'll work. There you go.
More blood?
Okay,
Deer.
here's your deer. Dead deer, boys. Come on.
Hold on, guys. Let me catch up there.
Good boy, Sid.
Go ahead, Sid.
Good boy.
He don't come in here and fly. Guess I should listen to him. Sir?
Good boy, Sid.
Oh,
that's a bad.
6 rounds.
Good boy, Sid. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. All right.
Talk about
That's
your
enough.
dog, buddy.
That's enough.
Tell him he done found 6 of them.
He found 6 deer.
Look at me.
2 years old.
2 years old and found 6 deer.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Carter Royston from Lafitte, Louisiana. Deer walked out about 3:25 and yards, and I shot her. Definitely didn't think I was gonna find her without the dog.
Old Sig done
Put a smile on your face.
Sir.
Oh, see.
Coming up. One of them. I ain't one of those ain't gonna take all credit. All right.
I know y'all looking for the pig that's underneath. Uh-oh. They made the final round yet? I got some early.
Yeah, these are ready here, Gary.
They ready?
These are ready to eat on here.
Hand me see.
Yeah.
Hand me a couple. There you go.
Start or what?
Maybe.
Well, perfect size hog. Where you got them?
Oh, yeah.
We'll call them.
They homegrown in Bear Creek.
Bear
Creek homegrown.
Bear Creek hunting ground.
Now that's how you take care and keep hogs under control.
We got 15 of them in the last 3 months.
Back up. There you go. I want to get them all.
Can you fit it all in there?
Paradise, Louisiana.
Not bad.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
The Slammer 3 uses a fully machined brass gear system.
And what that gives you is extreme durability and extreme cranking power.
DuraDrag material is the smoothest, most durable drag material we've ever used.
Yeah, that's him.
With seals on the drag system, around the main shaft and pinion gear, and the body, the Slammer 3 is sealed to our highest standard yet.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious, thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave in crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Tell me what you know about Towfield Bourgeois and Bourgeois Charters.
One of the best in the business. If you want to fish, whether it's inland for reds or going chase trout or taking a plane out to the islands, he is the charter service you want to use. Not to mention his incredible lodge with incredible food. I know it makes you happy. And even better, he is incredibly charitable. He is a huge supporter of ours, but also does a bunch of other donations to charities. And I think that's what brought you down there this week, huh?
It's been down there a bunch of times during the year. I go to his media day. I do everything and see what
we
he
know
does.
the largest charity case is this one right here, right?
I'm going to tell you what, we got a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of organizations. He's supporting people, called us along with a lot of my sponsors like Louisiana Fish Fry Products. These people are always stepping up. Right here, Mark steps up. It is amazing, when you say something, you're doing it for kids or charity or cancer or whatever, they all jump up. Towfield's so much fun to be around. He's been so busy right now. And he's expanding, he's building another thing, gonna have 2 or 3 planes out. But still, his mainstay is his inshore charters.
No doubt about it.
His inshore captains are some of the best.
Look, he's also doing blasting casts these days too.
Well, that's right.
So he's got some duck hunting going on as well.
Yeah, he used to have crab excursions, bass excursions, sac-a-lait, crappie, whatever you want to call it. Let's go make another trip. Here we are, Bourgeois Charters in Lafitte, Louisiana. 3.
Welcome to Bourgeois Charters. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I'm Captain Kevin with Bourgeois Fishing Charters. Now we've been fishing Bay Round in Lafitte. We're under some birds right now. We've been catching a few trout under the birds. And we're gonna try to put these guys on some trout today if the black cloud don't hurt us. We've been fishing with some H&H's, the good old split tail sparkle beetle. My favorite bait to use when we're catching trout under the birds.
See how I bring it, but you kept jerking him back. You're gonna pull it out. Swing it, swing it in.
All right.
You talk, Captain. I ain't supposed to talk.
That's good. When you get him, you just flip him in.
Captain bringing them in.
I want to make the cut.
There you go. Bring them this way. There you go. Good job.
All right.
Another double.
All right.
Don't put them.
But oh, look at that. They chafed the line. Them speckled trout, if they get the line too far down in their throat, them teeth will cut that.
Right.
Yeah, you see that? You see the teeth
see.
there? Look at the teeth on that thing.
I want to see the bait.
Now these fish are schooling up. They're schooling on shrimp. The shrimp are coming out the marsh. You see, we just had this front come through the cold front. And all the shrimp are coming out the ponds and the marsh, and they're coming into this bay. So the speckled trout, they school up, man. They circle these shrimp. They pile them up and they push them to the surface, and the shrimp don't have a chance. See, go.
You got him, Steve?
Yes, sir. He's small.
You didn't holler. You're going to get slapped. What's the deal between you and Dad?
So the original deal was $250. Whoever caught more between him and my stepmom. So they call me up and they say you can come. She takes the phone, she says, we have a deal going, you better not lose. So it's my job.
Oh, boy, that's tiny.
Oh, it's fish right now, he's smoking you.
Yeah, but not that, that's not.
All right. Oh, good fish.
Good.
And we're up.
That's a good one, Steve.
I'm gonna come around.
We're just starting to get into these speckled trout now. This time of year, we're in late October, and it's a little late for the speckled trout, but they're finally getting here. After this cold front, we had a tide drop. All the water coming out that marsh brought the shrimp out into the bay. And now they're schooling up. The shrimp and the speckled trout are schooling underneath these shrimp. And that's the result right there. Lafitte speckled trout. Absolutely. Beautiful, right? Beautiful little speckled trout.
Beautiful little, that's what you
Beautiful speckled trout. Got another one coming in.
He's a bastard. He don't let it play around.
And I've got one on, Mr. Gary.
I got you.
I don't think he's there anymore.
There
he is.
He's running toward the boat.
He's tiny. Look how little he is.
Yeah,
how cute. We'll use him for bait for later.
That's gonna be just right in the spring.
I would call that one on the H&H. Yeah. Fishing with both the H&H and a matrix shad, and this one come on the H&H. That's a tough little bait right there. They've been around a long time, the sparkle beetle. Like the old green with the red dot, you can't beat it.
So I'm a hopefully freshman Dutchtown baseball player. I play catcher, shortstop, second, center field, and I pitch. I can move to third, maybe corner outfield positions. I'm a average hitter, so I have speed. Hopefully that's enough. Baseball is definitely my favorite sport all time. Very big Dodgers fan.
Bring it straight in.
Put him in the boat.
Show you none of it. Oh, you're getting close to being bigger. Look. See what he threw out of his mouth?
That's it.
Look.
Yeah, two baits in.
Look at that. You see that? What a nice trout you got there, CJ. That's a good trout right there. That trout was caught on a matrix shad, magneto color.
Had a nice hit.
Good job. Slow it down. Keep it steady. He ain't gonna make it.
He's not gonna make the cut.
Okay, let him get off.
One thing you don't want to hear in December, huh, CJ?
How many that makes now, you call it, CJ? About 75?
That is like number 7.
First off, I'd like to thank my wife, Barbara. We went to a dinner. It was for the Capital Area Law Enforcement Foundation. And while I was up getting myself a drink, she bid on this trip for me. My wife always takes me fishing no matter where we go. So once again, I want to thank my wife, Barbara. The Capital Area Law Enforcement Association, or Federation, a wonderful organization. They provide vests and equipment for law enforcement in the capital area. They've donated many, many vests for our agencies and for the city police. All that was done or started right after we had our, where we lost a few officers. It wasn't a good time for us in Baton Rouge, but they stood up and they took the reins and they made sure that the deputies, city police, state police, all agencies had the best equipment that they could provide with us. So it's a wonderful organization. We're out here fishing with Bourgeois Charters. Our captain is Captain Kevin, and he has been putting us on the speckled trout. I've got a little bet going with my son, my 14-year-old son Christian, as to who's going to catch the most or the biggest fish. I think I'm winning so far, although he might not agree with you on that. But we're having a great time out here. The weather is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, Captain Kevin is putting us on the fish. Captain Kevin from Bourgeois Charters. I want to thank my wife, and I'd like to thank the folks at Capital Area Law Enforcement Federation Foundation for helping us get this trip together.
We've got our speckled trout now today. Now we're going to try to chase down some redfish. We came back at the Texaco canals. It's a good place to be when the tide is low, when the wind is high. And the fish have been back here lately, so I took him back, see if we can't get him on some redfish here. We're going to try using some dead shrimp on the popping carp, see if we can't get a bite.
Okay. If you wanted to fish plastic, what would you fish?
Now if we're going to try to fish them on plastic, artificial lures, a black cockerel minnow with a chartreuse tail would work really, really well in this area. We also could use a gold spoon, but gold spoons work better when we find clear water. And gold spoons work good when we get a lot of grass because they're weedless. So right here, we might try some black and chartreuse, see if we can't get a redfish on.
When?
4 days ago, I stopped right here to fish with a couple of guys, and we never moved the boat again. We caught every fish in one spot. Limited out right here.
Yeah, it's a pretty fresh shrimp, dead shrimp, undercaught.
That's a great fish.
Beautiful. You can do anything you want with that one. Grill.
He is beautiful. Look at the color.
Yeah. That's where that grass.
Yeah.
Bring him this way.
He's a black drum.
Yeah, a little black drum. There he is. Oh, look at that.
Them got to be 16 inches too.
They do. That's a little guy.
Well, the reason why I would recommend him because he's trustworthy. And I mean, attention and love and respect of who you are, what you are, and the purpose why you came, he honors that. Once you're with Murphy, you got a friend.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
So what are you going to do with the speckled trout?
That's right.
There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't happen anywhere else. We're a culture made up of so many different people, love of ingredients, love of cooking styles, and they're all right here. At the end of the day, that's all Baton Rouge.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Welcome back to Spear Bait and Tackle, and here's this week's news from Paradise, Louisiana. I'm going to start off with a little bad news. But a great man that lived a great life. Guy Perkins, everybody knows him from the False River Cookie Jar tournaments, and I fished a couple, and I covered 2 or 3 when they were real hot, and a lot of fishermen fishing them. It was always on Friday night, and I'm going to tell you what, and they stopped right when they get to football season because people could go see high school football. But Guy was just a perfect individual. He was a Navy veteran in World War II. We send condolences to his wife, Juliet, and all his sons and the rest of his family and his fishing buddies.
He had a lot of those. His
fishing buddies that were all there. The service is going to be this Friday. It'll be at 9 a.m. at Rest Havens, and the final service will be 11 o'clock. The raffles. Got a big raffle going on. Another sad thing that happened. Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association, a benefit raffle for Scott Bullitt. Now, he's the officer that got shot in Dilly's tied to a wheelchair right now. Got 236 horsepower pro-drive boats. And you want to get in touch with, you want to buy tickets, just look up Louisiana Wildlife Agents Association and get a ticket. And I'm going to let you talk about it right now. Camp Mettons, one of y'all.
Right, our old chairman of our government relations committee was on the Gulf Council for years and years and did not get reappointed, and we got J.D. Dugas from Lafayette appointed, but Camp now got reappointed to the Council Statistical Committee, and one of the things he is going to be dealing a whole lot with is an article that you saw in the paper on Sunday in Joe Macaluso's column all about red snapper. The numbers came out about the catch, and Florida went over, Alabama went over, and Louisiana nailed it. And so one of the things, commend all the Louisiana wildlife biologists as well as their enforcement guys. They held it to exactly where it needed to be. We ended up with about 99% of what we were supposed to be allocated. And now Camp's going to be punching holes in all the Florida and Alabama's information as well as the federal system. So it's great to have him reappointed to that committee. And stay tuned because obviously snapper is going to be a hot topic. But if you read what Joe was talking about, that is the testament of why we need state management, because we can do it better than the rest of them.
Yeah. And another thing about Camp, I've been knowing him for years. He has a way of drawing people together too. True. He stands up when he needs to stand up, and he's a good listener. He's a good listener. So now we got a couple other things right now. I want to show you this picture. You know, last week was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the little pink bottlenose dolphin came in at Cameron Pass again. So I want to run that little picture. And what about news from you?
News
right
from
now,
us?
CCA. Anything coming up?
Well, first, we've got one event left for the year. It's at in Point Capee at the New Roads Civic Center next week on the Tuesday the 13th. So if you're in that New Roads Falls River area, come see us at a banquet. That's it for the year. And right now, we are planning for the 25th anniversary of STAR. So, CCA's been around for about 35 years, but STAR's at 25, and so expect a lot of new twists and turns. If you participated in STAR this year, you're going to get a survey probably sent to you this week asking what can we add, what would you like to see different. We plan on changing a lot of prize structures, adding some new divisions, and really just make it a fun year.
If you saw the show the last couple of weeks, how many people were at the Ward barbecue?
It was absolutely crazy.
Boy, I'm telling you. So we're going to have that many? What was the total number of fishermen fished to start this past year?
A little over 12,000 anglers participated. So hopefully we can hit 15 next year. So
that's a big one.
Oh, it was big, one of the biggest in history, and I think with the 25th anniversary, we're going to expect some great things.
When we come back, we're going to have you a tournament and a rodeo report.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Welcome back to Pure Bait and Tackle of Paradise, Louisiana. Start off with our rodeo and tournament report, and I'm going to start off with a tournament over there in the North Shore. Eric Chico, by himself, we took first place. Second place was Phil and Morgan Chute. That's the Lions and Lunkers tournament over there off the North Shore. Guys, y'all send that report a little quicker. I would have had it on last week, but thank y'all for giving us a report. They got some kayak tournaments too. You got one that was a trout shootout. They were a little late coming in too.
But the Lafitte Club had a great tournament. Scott Bienvenu took the prize with 7.5 pounds worth of trout. Ryan Alamon was second place, and Cookie Nugent third, and our buddy Kalen Johnson came in fourth. I shouldn't even talk about him since he got in fourth. Kalen, you're going to have to do better than that next go round. But also for the rest of you kayak fishermen, the Bayou Coast Club is having their last term of the year before their championship, a qualifying event, November 10th at Point of Shins. So if you want to end up in the championship for Bayou Coast, check out their website. You can register today.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go back too. I was a little late. I forgot to mention the names of the people that won the IFA out of Hopedale, Asheville. Kevin Aiken and Dwayne Estee. They were the big winners. And Ty Hibbs and Casey Bruni, the Louisiana team finished first at the Louisiana team during the year, so congratulations to them. This ain't a tournament. It was a little, I've been bragging about my buddy Wayne Amato, one of the best squirrel hunters. It's like a cat squirrel hunting a squirrel, I'm telling you. I've never seen anybody, him, Carlton Savoy. He sent me a picture. He got beat the other day by our old friend Mike Week. He sent this picture for us. They were hunting near Gonzales. Neither one of them had a limit, though, and they must be slipping. Said Mike beat him 7-6. So that's all the tournament rodeo reports, unless you know of any other thing going.
Not really. You know, a lot of us are starting to think about hunting season.
I know it. But I'm going to tell you, one more time, I want to remember them rodeo reports. If you ever fish the False River Cookie Jar, just think about it, our good friend Guy Perkins. We'll be right back with the fishing report.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Mr. Red, you got some first-hand knowledge now coming from the Grand Isle, Leeville, Golden Meadow area. Give us a report.
I do. You know, I was fortunate enough to fish with Chad Billiot down in Leeville, stay at 3 T's Lodge, incredible place down there. Look, we were down in the wind and rain. In fact, you know it's a bad night when there's dumpsters in the middle of Highway 1 that got blown up there. It was that kind of day. But we ended up catching a bunch of fish in between Fouchon and Leeville, a bunch of redfish. The trout are there. We didn't target them just because of the crew that we wanted. You're finding a lot of trout under birds. Tommy Vadrine is still hammering good trout, even on the outside in his usual places, but all the way around the island. And I talked to Danny Ray while I was down there, and they're catching redfish at almost every island north of Grand Isle. So you don't have to go far. The trout and redfish are there. As long as the wind cooperates, you're usually in pretty good shape.
Yeah. We're going to go out with a little something from Tommy Vidrine, but and my good friends that fish Highway 1, by the way, Tommy's one of them too. We're going to bring him on pretty soon, a week or so. He's going to tell you how to fish when that north wind blowing, everything's cold, you don't want to get in your boat. So he'll probably be on in a couple of weeks. But Amanda Allen and Amanda's brother-in-law over there from Gulf Coast Furniture at Liquidators, they sent me a beautiful picture. They were fishing a gulp, 2.5-inch glow shrimp. Now, the short tooth tail, they're under the light. They wound up with 80 white trout and a smorgasbord of flounder and everything else. So they caught a few trout, but not many. Another great report when coming out off the bank is the Duprees. The Duprees are all still fishing. They're on Highway 1.
Right.
There are also people fishing on Highway 1. So, and this time of year, a lot of baits, most people are using fresh shrimp or live shrimp, but a tsunami type bait, a swim bait, or even a topwater bait is good, a jerk bait. Topwater, if you're fishing off the bank for some reason, that north wind blowing, you get on the I guess you say the Gulf side. You know, you won't be on the bay side. You get on the Gulf side because that wind is blowing, and it runs stuff through that pipes, and it runs them out. That water stays smooth over there. It's not as muddy on that side, and that's how they catch them. So that's the #1 secret. We'll be bringing you more about that later. But by the way, they were fishing under the light. A lot of times right now off these piers and things,
look, I caught a bunch of white trout off the Launch Leeville, the brand new public pier. So they're there. They're on the side of the road. They're under lights.
What was your bait?
Glow shrimp.
There you go.
Very easy.
Yeah, we're going back to Island Marina now. We're going to Pontchartrain Basin. It's getting to be my home base. Angie Stewart, she's saying the top story is fish to weather. Okay, if it's rough and tough, it's really hard fishing. You know, you might want to fish off pier at night. That Mike Stevenson them caught 40 or 50 trout off of his pier at night. Had some good trout. Biloxi Moss on dead shrimp is another hot spot right now. If you're catching redfish, like you say, everywhere. All over there, people catching redfish. But trout are coming back right now, and that's certain areas right now in that area. They fishing live shrimp is the #1 bait, but they also fishing plastic imitation shrimp and them under a cork, certain areas. Our good friends, Dudley and Mike Gallo, they catching fish, and my good friend Ken Lambert and his crew and Ray Bourgeois, they fished in Pontchartrain. They were fishing the trussel, not the trussel, excuse me, the twin spans, and they fishing for the big old sheephead. Boy, you're helping me right now.
I'm trying my best.
I wish you was here. Good thing, you know, KD ain't here, but you here. But they fishing that daggone drop shot rig, and they catching some beautiful sheephead. And you know, you and I talked before. Well, some people don't like them and won't do them, but some people go out just for them.
And just target them. Look, and it's that time of year. I mean, they're moving into the lake strong, and when they can't do it, Angie Stewart can, because she won the Sheepshead Division Star this year.
That's right. She still did. Man, I'm going to tell you what, but they're catching those fish at the West Pearl River, where it goes in, and I'm going to tell you what, you ought to see what they're using. They're using live shrimp, but they drop shotting, they finding drop-offs and catching. They're catching white trout and everything. When I say captains, I mentioned Gallo and them, but Captain Lamarck and them, and all of her captains have been coming in with fish when the weather's right. I'm going to Lafitte where you can see. You see, you watch the show, the feet is hot.
Yeah, they're not having any trouble with trout or redfish.
Bourgeois in doing that, but Captain Greg DeGrease and Mark Barker, they sent us a table full of fish. I made 2 trips with me in the boat, and it was good. That fog was terrible. A couple times, you had to get a little late start. We got out there that first morning. If we'd have been there early,
it'd been bad.
We'd have had a limit. We'd have started the day so short before the fog lifted, but it was there. You see these birds are diving in all those bays in Lafitte. The freshwater marsh, that's the only thing. We missing, Hopedale and Delacroix.
KD actually had a banner trip, couple trips down in Hopedale. Nice trout all the way around limits. You're not having to go far from the dock.
Tom LeBlanc, Ron Amy, Cesar Garcia to send me that ultimate fish report. We're going to bring him back on one day and let him see how he keeps his log or his history, all his fish from way back. I also finally got something from the Southwest. The Holly Beach and people fishing Rockefeller, fresh shrimp on the bottom. They're catching redfish over in that area, thanks to our good Ben John Bernard. And I got another report. I don't know. Eugene Needling sent me a bunch of fish, but I didn't know exactly where you sent them from. The Ron Amy and Cesar Garcia. By the way, yeah, Eugene Needling and them sent those from Delacroix. I knew I had some fish coming from Delacroix.
What about in the freshwater world?
Which one?
What about in the freshwater world?
I ain't never heard of it. Oh, freshwater fishing. I thought you were talking about freshwater bayou. That's saltwater play. Look, okay, freshwater. The marsh is still hot, Biloxi marsh. They're catching sac-a-lait and bass, especially catch the tide right. A lot of those bad fishermen over there catching good fish too, big fish. Bell River, if you're fishing on this side, if you're fishing for sac-a-lait, bass, anything, you want to be on this side. The west side, the spillway side, water's still too high, but as soon as it drops, I don't care. If it clears up a little bit, you need to go to your old haunts, especially your wintertime haunts.
Gotcha.
You know, the shell canals, up and by Pigeon, the dead-end canals, one all in the around Grand Lake. You need to go in there. Bell River, Lake Riverette, Jack Miller's. Those last two places got some sacculated reports coming on jig and China. So just check the river stations. That's all I can tell you if you want to go catch some saltwater. I'm getting some reports from Toledo Bend, but it's not enough precise information to do it. Go to their website. And they're giving out, them captains are giving out some good reports at Toledo Bend. I'm still waiting on my boys in North Louisiana and Central Louisiana. I know the sacculated biting because them guys over there doing it, but they're not sending it. They're all hog hunting, deer hunting, and getting ready
for duck season. It is that time of year, man.
Duck season is right on us, and I can't tell you nothing. This past week, I ain't get a report yet on the youth hunt down in the coastal zone and the west zone, but this week, the coastal zone and the zone, I'll be in Delacroix with Mike Benz, so hope to bring y'all something back. And the goose season up there north. Top Gun and all them guys, they're going to be hunting, I know.
Oh, it's game time.
Just game time. Thank you so much for being a guest.
I enjoyed it, as always.
You going to come a little more often?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we can get tapped in. I don't want to mess up your fishing.
I don't get to do it that often.
Hunting. Yeah, right. So. You're good. Thank you for the great job you do. And thank you for sponsoring Paradise Louisiana.
You're welcome. Enjoy being a part of it.
We'll be back with more Paradise Louisiana next week.
Paradise Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy. Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Help Foundation. Relief Windows. Experience. Quality. Service. Catering Cajun. Creative catering from casual to corporate. Visit Baton Rouge. An authentic Louisiana experience. Murphy Law Firm. Don't be a victim twice. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.